Hello!
Hello!
And welcome to episode 128. I had to look at the notes over there if you need them.
That's how many stitches I had to pick up on this pattern.
Woo! That's a lot of stitches, man.
It is.
Especially when there's no sweater involved.
Mm-hmm.
So, episode 128. Becca's back.
Hi! I'm here.
With
Pretty
cool hair.
exciting. Yes, my hair is red.
And Beetle's here. Purring because she was mewling to get on my lap.
And clawing our jeans.
Your jeans, not my jeans.
My jeans.
She would claw my jeans, but yes, I'm patting my cat because she likes that. She's a dirty girl. So, it's October. It is...
My favorite month.
Is it the 12th or the 11th?
12th. It's right there.
It's October 12th.
Yes.
It's been a busy week.
Already. I can't believe it.
I know. I was just in Canada, and now I'm back, and where did the month go?
Away. But hey, the closer we get to Halloween, the closer I get to my tattoo.
This is true, and I just got one.
Yay.
And then I'll be going to Michigan right after you get your tattue.
Like
Almost
that weekend?
A week or two. I think it's the 7th to the 11th.
Oh, okay, so not right after.
It feels like right after.
Yeah, right after is when I have to do my Extra Life thing, but we'll talk about that later.
Yes, we will. I plugged it last week, you know.
I know, it's awesome. You're awesome.
And I linked you.
Though I haven't gotten any donations, but that's okay. It's not for a while yet, so.
It's okay. We'll pimp it again.
Yes.
People like children. They like helping
They
children.
should. I mean, come on.
And what better way to help children
Then
than to make Becca play
video games.
for 25 hours.
25 hours straight. Because we're
25
already
hours is
kind
a
of
long
talking
time.
about it. So yeah, I'm doing Extra Life. It's this charity. She talked about it last week. I'm playing video games for 25 hours straight and live streaming it online.
It's fun to watch.
Yeah, it's fun to watch me fall apart. Because by about 3 in the morning, I'm not doing so well.
I remember I watched you start.
Mm-hmm.
And when you started, the first time it was like, can anyone hear me? Can anyone hear me? And
Yeah.
I'm like, yes, I can. And then I'm talking to my computer, she can't hear me.
Yes.
Then I plurked it
There is
because
a
I
chat.
wasn't in the
There's
chat.
a chat, so you can actually participate in it. Plus, I'm going to have a voice chat server set up, too.
Nice.
So people can talk to me and...
It was some obscene hour in the
games
morning
with
in
me.
Canada. I was like, what am I doing? I had not gone to bed yet, and I was like, I'm going to watch her start this shit.
Well, I started last year, I think I started at 7 in the morning. This year I'm starting at 8. Give myself a little more time to get ready.
Because you're like,
but then I'm
in
going
like an
until...
hour, I'm going to be starting this.
Yeah, I'm going to be...
not going to bed.
Yeah, so I'm going to be streaming until 9 o'clock the next morning. November 2nd to 3rd. And, yeah, I'm taking donations for the Children's Hospital in St. Paul.
I couldn't remember what it was. It was like some children's
It's Gillette Gillette Children's Specialty Healthcare, and they specifically mostly work with neurological issues.
Give us an example of a neurological issue.
I can't. But it's on the website where you do donations. So
I'm just going to look up what is a neurological issue.
Well, you know, like anything with nerve damage and brain injuries and...
Well, I know brain injuries. I can't spell today. Go. List of neurological conditions and disorders. I like
We're
it.
learning. Wikipedia is useful.
Oh, and how.
So
you can now cite it in university. Did you know that?
Mm-hmm.
What the hell
Well,
has happened? I couldn't.
When I was in college. Yeah,
It was like
some of my
rules.
professors were like, nah, but most of my professors were like, yeah, absolutely. Because we weren't looking up things that were...
Autism.
Oh.
Autism. I know a lot of you guys are big on supporting autism, so...
Well, supporting...
brain tumors.
Brain tumors.
That's my specialty area. What else we have? Asperger's.
Mm-hmm.
That makes sense. Aphasia. Alzheimer's.
Cerebral palsy. That's a big one.
That is. I did not know that. Chronic fatigue.
Chronic pain.
Cranial arteritis.
It's a long list.
Oh, there is quite the Down syndrome.
Mm.
Yet another biggie.
Mm-hmm.
I feel bad going epilepsy. Encephalitis.
Yeah, so basically, a lot of really big, horrible things that can happen to children, and if you donate to this fundraiser, 100% of the money goes to that hospital to help those children, if the families have trouble paying for their care. So it's good stuff.
Parkinson's. I did not know that.
So I don't think that's often a kid.
No, I think you have to be old to get that.
Well, I don't know. You don't have to be super old, because my aunt actually has it, and she's only in her 50s, but...
Schiller's. That one I know. Schiller's disease.
Spinal cord injuries, spina bifida.
There's a very long list. Toxic encephalopathy.
Oh, geez.
Tourette's. I did not know all these things were associated with the brain.
Interesting. Yeah, so that's that, and the link will be somewhere.
I put the link on the show notes page, which can be found at sadieruin.wordpress.com. I also put the link in the episode thread on Ravelry with the little spiel, which I copy and pasted off her donations page.
Yeah, and if you go there, there's a lot more information, and the website for Gillette's specialty healthcare. So,
but it is very important. And hey, I like tormenting my friends by making them play 25 hours of video games in one shot.
What they suggest is trying to find people who are willing to pay $1 per hour played.
Oh.
Which, I don't know why it's 25 hours this year. I don't know if it's because 25 is a better number to get people to donate, or if it's because 25, like it's the 5th anniversary of this particular fundraiser, so maybe that's why. But last year it was 24 hours, which is, you know,
that was pretty taxing on you.
It was pretty, yeah, I was not doing so hot.
You need to check in at hour 20 when she's losing it.
The problem last year wasn't so much like brain or tiredness. It was that I pretty much only ate junk food the whole time. Like pizza and McDonald's and really bad stuff. And then I didn't eat a meal after like 7 p.m. I just like occasionally had a snack. And so my stomach was like cramping horribly by about 2 in the morning.
Not to mention the repetitive wrist injury you must have had going on.
Well, no, because I played a bunch of different games. So, you know, some of them were more keyboard-centric, some of them were more mouse-centric, and it wasn't a big deal. But also, this time, I've been working so much on knitting commissions and things that I literally, up until this past week, hadn't played a video game in 4 months.
You better start training.
Yeah.
Let me tell you something about training. I'm in Spinzilla this week. It started on Monday.
God, you're crazy. You're crazy.
I'm crazy.
She's crazy.
Not only do I have a wholesale order to get ready and a show to prep for, which is of course why there are no updates on Knitter's Nightmare. And there won't be until I get back. But then, of course, there will be all the little leftover guys who have not found homes. They'll go up on sale, and life will be happy and mirthful, and then I'll go back to updating regularly. This is my first show, so I'm probably over-exceeding what I need to actually die, but I'd much rather have too much than too little. So this is my whole thing.
I bet it sold out anyway.
Yeah, and warping is not fast by any stretch of the imagination. It's not fast, and then you have to unwarp it after you dye it. So it's double the amount of time. And I really don't give a crap that it's double the amount of time. I'm just saying it is, so, you know. I'm not one of those dyers who gets to work 3 hours a day and call it quits. It's like, I just dyed, like, 60 skeins of yarn in 3 hours. I'm done. I'm good. Yeah, no. I can... At top speeds, I can produce, of stripes, 6 skeins in one.
Fiber is probably a lot faster.
Fiber is fast. I can do fiber at the same time. I haven't bought any fiber recently, so I haven't put any fiber up since the Monster Mash update. I need to get more. But fiber's not as popular, so I have trouble restocking it as much as the yarn, which goes like hotcakes. And I'm glad that everyone likes it and everyone enjoys it, and we raised a crap ton of money for Fuji.
Sweet.
And maybe doing that again. May do another set, but not until November. She's going to be on chemo for a while, so...
There's time.
There's time, and, you know, she's probably getting a lot of support right at the beginning, and I want to get some in the middle.
Yep.
just to be, on the safe side, because, you donate something, you forget about it.
Mm-hmm.
Speaking of Fuji, if you are fans of the Wolf Farms podcast, or Dawn and James, who are awesome, they are accepting snuggles. And I am the Snuggle Maven. As we recall, I do snuggles through the months of January and February, and the February is for Animal Lovers Knit Along, which has multiple prizes. But they are accepting them currently for the hospital she gets treated at, as well as their vet's office. So if you have any spare ones, you want to make some up, go ahead, contact them. They have a place, their address you can send it to. And, there's also some knit-alongs and some prizes going on over there. Anywho. Shout out and support. I'm sorry I'm boring.
No, it's fine. I just am surprisingly tired.
I know.
I should have made coffee also. Oh well.
I could have made you coffee. I have a lot of coffee.
It's not a big deal. I've already had 3 cups today.
Well done.
Not since 2 p.m., but still. I drink a lot of coffee. Mario just got a mushroom.
That's my text thing. I have no idea. Talk amongst yourselves. Entertain the people.
How about I talk about my finished object?
Yes, you should do that. Actually,
I don't have it here because I already wore.
It was a favorite.
These socks because I finished them, and the next day I was like, I'm gonna wear these.
I do that all the time.
But they're made out of her yarn, which is awesome.
They are. Which base is it? Is it tentacle face?
I don't know. Your cashmere base. I can't remember.
Yeah, tentacle face.
Okay.
You got the first cashmere
yes.
base, which was tentacle face. The second one was clowns. And it has been discontinued.
Okay,
for the
I have
time.
a picture. This is the Cthulhu colorway. Oh my goodness. A lot of glare, but you can kind of get the idea. 3 shades of green. It looks blue, but it's actually a dark green.
Yeah, there's no way to take
and it
a
looks
picture
black,
of those
but
colors.
it looks like it looks black, but it's also a dark green. So, there's a bluer green, there's a forest green, or a normal green, and there's a really, really dark green.
All the colors you need your elder god to be.
And I love them. But I wore them and hadn't washed them yet, so I didn't bring them. You get a picture. That's all you get.
I just put them on sock blockers and pretend I didn't wear them. Or I say I wore them and I'm like, here anyway. They've been on my feet. My feet are sexy. No, they're not. Well, the one is that it's got tattoos, because that makes it hot, but aside from that, I have a finished object. Haha.
Yay.
But I have to decatify. Go, Beetlebug. She is not impressed. She has been usurped from the lap. I actually cast this on while I was in Canada, and I showed it last week, and I was like, it's going to take me a night to finish. Yeah, no, it didn't even take me a full night. The only reason this is done with Spinzilla on is I had 4 rows and a bind off. 4 rows, a bind off, my foot went numb, and I figured, perhaps I should stop treadling for a bit, and then I was like, well, I could drop Spindle, because I am dedicated, and then I was like, you know what? It's 4 in the morning. Should probably go to bed, and then I was like, I'm not tired, I'll just finish this, and I did. This is the Elk Tooth Shawl by Caitlin French with 2 F's out of handspun. It is not blocked. We all know my blocking rule. And Becca can attest the floor is barely walkable in this room. I could be on Hoarders right now.
It's not that bad.
Well, there's no place to block yet.
Oh.
It's my blocking
given.
rule.
Yeah.
So, it's just very basic construction. You have the center and your increases out. It's a free pattern. Then you've got your elk tooth lace in there. There we go. It's just a pretty little lace. You've got some seed stitch to hold down the bottom and your bind off.
It's really cute.
It will block out significantly bigger than it's showing up right now, but it's going to show up small. It's a smaller shawlette. I get the feeling it would be good for, wintering.
Yeah, absolutely. Be good for covering the gap between your coat and your...
It would be a good coat cap, yeah.
Yeah.
The V that's open.
Yeah.
It may be a gift. I haven't decided yet. Depends. And this is, handspun that I did a while ago. It is the Coniferous Hues colorway by Into the World.
What's the fiber?
What?
What's the fiber?
Falkland, I think. I could check my pattern page, but no. Actually, this doesn't have a pattern page yet because, again, Spinzilla. thankfully, I have a husband who can yarn train, so he's like, "You're gonna be spinning all night, aren't you?" It's like, yes.
Yep.
But the new Pokemon game came out, so I'm good for the rest of the weekend. Honey, why don't you Pokemon while I spin? I shouldn't say that. He's actually warped some skeins for me. I've taught him how to warp now.
Nice.
He is very good at yarny things. But again, he came pre-trained.
Right.
He has brothers. I think there's still one. If you need a brother. Since people always ask me. And quite frankly, his mom pimped him out to me. So I feel like I should pimp the middle brother. Middle? Well, he's the oldest and there's 2 middles and a baby.
One of the middle brothers, then.
Yeah, one of the middles.
The one that's left.
The leftover. I'm actually really fond of the one that doesn't have a girlfriend. I don't know why he doesn't.
It's like my brother. He's a great guy. He's never dated.
We have brothers. So if you're in the Utah or Minnesota area, we can hook you up.
But you're going to have to do all the work in the case of my brother because he will never ask anyone out.
I think his brother would. But I mean...
Yeah, my brother's just one of those super nice guys who doesn't want to ruin his friendships. So he's literally never had a date.
I just looked it up and I did not put what kind of fiber it is.
No! What have you done?
Although I had 230 yards.
It looks like it could be Falkland.
I think it was Falkland or Polworth. Because Into the
I
World
would
is
say one
very
of those
Polworthy.
two.
It did plump quite considerably. I have a lot left over. I have a plan for it.
Man, the candle smells so good.
I know. FYI, Dawn, who totally didn't need to do it, sent me a little thank you package, and I had to convince the hubby that I didn't order it. But subsequently, he has already stolen the soap. But we both shower in the same tub, so I get to use it too. She sent me the giant pumpkin spice candle.
And it's filled this entire place with the most amazing smell. It smells like it's actually like a pie baking, and I want to eat it.
And
no
the
pie.
chapstick. She has chapstick in it now. Or the lip balm.
Oh, nice. The lip balm.
And it tastes like
lip
it.
balm is my favorite
Tastes like it.
of like all the lip balms. It works so well.
And the soap. And I squeed and texted her. I was like, oh my god, you did not need to do this. You didn't. You really didn't. But, oh my god. And you know what's funny? We were at the Mall of America recently because that is our local mall for Hubs and I. Mm-hmm. And we went to the Bath and Body Works and they have like 20 different pumpkin scents. I think it's 12 or something. And none of them smelled good.
No.
They all have something off.
They're just chemically.
There's always something off. Like, I was really gung-ho to get some pumpkin because I didn't get this package yet. And I was like, yes, we'll get some pumpkin smelly stuff and it will be pumpkin-y goodness. And none of it, not a damn one of it smelled good. And that, you don't have that problem with Dawn.
No.
Doesn't matter what you get.
Every one of her scents that I have tried is incredible.
The only one I haven't smellingly, is the lavender, and that's because it would give me a migraine.
Yeah, I'm not a big fan of florals anyway, so I haven't actually tried any of her florals, but...
There was one floral that was very light, and I really liked it. I can't remember which. But we got those, 25-pack samplers for the wedding, and I smelt them all while I was putting them in the little gift things. And then I kept all the leftover ones, because I'm a greedy person.
I got her fall sampler last year. It had the candy corn and the apple crisp and the pumpkin and
Pumpkin's on sale right now because it's October.
Nice.
It's the reduced scent.
I actually have a ton of it, so I don't need any more right now. But
oh, I'm gonna need to get me some more of that.
Apple crisp is possibly my favorite.
Yeah, we have a lot of that too. And the cinnamon spice, cinnamon something.
The other one that's my favorite is the cherry almond. It smells like cookies.
That one was good.
It's really good.
Okay, enough.
All right, enough pimping.
Enough pimping. So works in progress. I have squats.
I have two.
Take it away.
Okay, so the one that I'm working on is called the Little Things hat.
I wasn't sold by this hat, but I really like it once I see it.
Mm-hmm. It's got a horizontal knit, like you knit the brim this way, and then you turn it sideways and pick up stitches all the way around and knit the rest of it up that way.
And this is a free pattern?
This is a free pattern by Veravel Maki. And I'm using another Crafty Girl custom colorway I had dyed for me at some point.
And it's not called Pure Sex.
This is her sparkle sock base. You can see it's sparkly kind of. Yeah.
Isn't it Twinkle Sock?
Twinkle sock, yeah. I don't know. It's the sparkly one. And
Don't make me get up and check, because there's one right next to it over there.
It's called Tearsfall Glades, which if you've played World of Warcraft, that's the starting area where the undead race starts. And I think it's really beautiful because it's all greens and purples and dark grays and blacks, and it's really, really pretty. So basically, this is sparkly zombie yarn. It's the best, and it's going to be a really cute hat, I think.
See if I can get some. There we go.
Yeah, there you go. Let me pull up the
color on this is phenomenal. Pattern. It is showing up a lot brighter on the screen than it is. Becca brought over a lamp.
I did. It's a
We're properly illuminated.
True sunlight type lamp. So the true color thing. It's not light. Okay, so this is what the pattern looks like. It's got the buttons there. You see?
The brimmed buttons.
Yep. So that's why the brim is split there. You actually sew it down and then do buttons. I'm probably going to do black buttons. Because the mittens that I'm going to be making are going to be mostly black.
I haven't started them yet. Buttons.
What?
Deerfield Creations.
Oh yes, that's true. Yeah, the mittens I'm going to make, I haven't started yet, but they're called Robots versus Downtown. And they've got giant robots attacking a city, and they're amazing. I'm so excited about them, but I haven't started them yet.
So we've got a green thing going on.
Yeah, it's one of my favorite colors.
Yeah, I know. Just pointing it out, she's very green.
Yeah. Well, it's also my hockey
hair
team.
Is slightly green. Yeah, she's a Wild fan.
Team and Christmas. Yeah, I'm a Wild fan.
But we're still friends.
Yes. I'm a new hockey fan in general. I'm a new sports fan. I've never been a sports fan before.
Canadian.
But yes, you kind of have to be a hockey fan. It's required.
Nux. Forever.
Yes, so these are just plain ribbed socks that I'm making for my husband. It's just nitpicks, yarn.
But they're pretty.
But it's nice. And they're, good car knitting or whatever. Because it's just... Actually,
mindless.
Most of the progress on these was done watching a wild game in a bar. Because I don't need light to knit a simple ribbed sock. And bars are not known for being bright. Plus, I'm watching the hockey game. I'm not looking at knitting.
Oh, you should have seen the sheer amount. Okay. Interesting story. Digression.
Uh-huh.
When the Vancouver Canucks got into the playoffs most recently, I forget who they lost to. They lost to what? The Bruins?
I don't know.
Or the Blackhawks. Something that starts with a B and is over on the East Coast. Anywho, I had the most elaborate playoff knitting ever. Like, it was like, I have to have a pattern. And if they win, the thing I've been knitting on gets to move on to the next game. However, if they lose, then I have to switch to a new...
Oh, no!
And it has to be a certain level of difficulty, and the color has to reflect what their team colors are. And if they're going vintage, then there's a whole different color scheme than if they're playing their regular season gear. So, yeah. And eventually, like, it was like, and then they lost, so I wanted to frog everything.
Right.
But I couldn't, so I knit on them begrudgingly. It took forever to finish the stuff that I started in the playoff games, because of course you had, like, they won, yay! I'm gonna keep knitting this. They won, yay! They lost. Oh, crap! And then you have to cast on before the game starts, because you can't cast on during the game. And of course, Don Cherry is talking and you're casting on, and you lose count because he's quoting statistical numbers. Then you realize you have a sock with, like, 87 stitches, and you wonder why you have 87 stitches, and you realize he was talking about something that happened in 1987.
And he was talking about Sidney Crosby.
And it will fit nothing. Nothing. But... if the Wild get into the playoffs, be prepared, because you're going to develop this weird...
See, this is the thing, like, with being a Wild fan, I'm pretty sure they're not going to get into the playoffs.
It's going to be like the Leafs, man.
So it's kind of like easing into being a hockey fan. Not as much as it would have been last year with the whole lockout thing and only getting half a season, but...
the lockouts.
Yeah,
Second lockout I've weathered. Like old hand.
Yeah, not me. I didn't even weather last year's.
That's okay.
But hey, the Wild actually won a game. For once.
And if you have an iPad, there's an app for Hockey Night in Canada. If you're like Nitty Witty Shell and you are like what are they called? Expat?
Uh-huh.
If you're an expat from Canada living in America and you really desire to hear the names pronounced properly, Hockey Night in Canada has Don Cherry and the regular crew. Because if I watch the Americans and they say Le Cavalier and St. Louis, it drives me crazy. Ooh, you're winning.
We're still winning 3-0.
In the second.
Second's halfway done. Anyway.
Anywho. So, those are your two works in progress.
Yep, that's all I have.
Spinning.
That's it. I'm out.
I'm going to try and do spinning fast because I know not a lot of people spin, or some people spin, but they don't really want to hear about it.
But she has a ton of spinning. Go figure, she's been spinning all the time, forever.
My goal is 4 ounces a night.
Because she's crazy.
Spun implied. And I'm not talking like worsted weight here. That's not worsted.
She's crazy.
This is Fabulous Fibers
she's crazy.
In the Cathedral colorway. At least I don't have to set them, because if I had to set them, I'd be hooped.
God.
Like, I've got skates that haven't been washed and set from, like, moving here on. This is Fabulous Fibers in the Cathedral colorway. I got this at Shepherd's Harvest. It's a Navajo ply, because I kind of wanted to keep the color together. And it actually did a good job of keeping the color together. It's a biffle. Biffle.
I love biffle.
It's a little scratchy. My main goal, I think I got 300 and some odd yards. It's all on my Instagram. Go Team Net Girls. 300 and some odd yards. I was going to make socks out of them because biffle will hold up as a sock, but 330 yards I could only make cuffies. And I don't do cuffy socks.
That's all I do.
I'm Canadian. And I never transitioned to the cuffy phenomenon because I want my feet and my ankle to be warm. If you've ever gotten snow wedged in your boot, like...
This is why all winter I pretty much only wear knee-highs.
Yeah, that's...
Knee-highs and knee-high boots.
So this is the first one. And the Fabulous Fiber was great. It was well prepared. It was easy to draft. This is Nest in the Human Natural. This is a second Nest or third Nest I've spun. Nest is really fun, but you have to get up, like, you have to plan. There better be alarm set if you think you're going to get this on one of the updates. Because she sells out really fast. When I got Narcissistic Unicorn,
That's a wonderful colorway name.
Yes, and it looks like Rainbow Dash. We had that conversation.
Did you see the one that I linked to the other day? I don't remember what store it was, but it was called Emo Unicorn, and it was like a unicorn but with black. Like, or like a rainbow, but with like black all the way through. I like through every color. It was really, really awesome. I wanted it.
But Nest is really good. It's really nice. This is the Superwash Merino. This is very thin. I ended up getting 555 yards of a 2-ply. And since you count your singles, that works out to be what, 1110? Yes. Yeah. A day. I spun it and I plied it in a 24-hour time frame. What warping? Because I'm crazy. And my husband puts up with it. This is Spunky Eclectic. I was playing around with long draw. I'm not really very good at long draw
But it's
yet.
fluffy.
This is Finn, which is longer wool. And...
It's so fluffy.
Well, it's because it's long draw. It's got all that air in it.
I love long draw. It's my favorite.
200 and some odd yards. I think it was like 225 or 235. And...
They make cute mittens.
In the aquarium colorway. It was a club colorway. It was fun. It was quick. This was the first one I spun and plied because I wanted to ease myself into it. So I eased with the thicker yarn. This is what, like a worsted?
Yeah, about that.
Ish. And then this is also the Spunky Eclectic Club. This is this month's club, which is Buddha's Breath, which is a mixture of like some greens and some oranges and some blues. It came out really nice. It's a little thicker. This is a Falkland. It's a little thicker and thinner, but it goes basically from a worsted to a figuring. It's not washed and set yet. I'm pretty sure it'll give me a little bit of bloom. And some parts of it are interplied, but hey, I was long drawing with this, so I was kind of playing around.
It's a really unusual color combination. I like it.
I really like it. I love all spunky stuff, though, really. Like, she could probably, like, just do anything. And this, which has not been counted yet, like, seriously, I finished this a half hour before Becca got here, is Into the World, Snow Angels with an Oud.
Huh.
Gotta love the reference, right? In Polworth. And it is spun super thin. Where's my end? I'm going to look for an end, and I'm not going to be able to find the damn thing. But I will not unpick. It's just dark in here. Okay, here we go. It's relatively fine.
Mm-hmm.
That's about the average thickness on this one. More of an inchworm on this. A little bit of modified long with an inchworm. But really, it's Into the World, and I have like 3 Into the Worlds to my name. So I wanted it, well now I have 2, but I wanted it to be as much as possible. That, right. And I love the blues and the grays.
It's really pretty.
And the green, like there's a greeny blue.
Definitely my sort of colors.
And I fractally spun it.
Nice.
So it does barber pull quite nicely. I think it'll work up into something really nice. And that's all I've done for spinning.
That's it. Just that.
Just that. And it ends on Monday at midnight, so I have to go crap crazy. I have today's skein to spin and ply. Tomorrow you
better be doing
and
super
Monday.
bulky, yo.
No, whatever. I'll go to bed at like 5 in the morning. It's a weekend. It's a long weekend.
You sleep in this morning?
I think I slept until noon.
Oh, yeah. You're doing a lot better than I am then. I woke up at 6.
See, hubby knows better because I'm not a morning person. And he was up with me last night. We were watching Frasier.
My husband has me trained. Like, at this point, I'm not a morning person, but he's got me trained, so I wake up at 6 every day now. And admittedly, that's when the alarm goes off on weekdays.
Yeah.
But on weekends, I used to sleep in until 8 or 9, and now I wake up at 6.
Ew.
And we get up at 7 and go to the gym at 8.
As much as I love you, babe, that's too early for me.
It's insane.
Once I get my license, I'll go to the gym with you later.
Sweet, yeah. Well, though I don't go to the gym anymore. I go to LA Fitness now.
Really?
Yeah, for a couple months.
Why?
Because the Planet Fitness was A, really far away, and B, didn't have any barbells, and I wanted to do this lifting program that we've started that, man, you should see my freaking muscles, especially my thigh muscles. It's insane. But anyway,
digress.
Yeah, I have muscles. But what was I talking about? Something about something.
Trained to wake up at 6
getting
o'clock.
Getting up in the morning, and it's ridiculous. It's not like I don't stay up late. I stay up until, not as late as you do, of course, but, usually like midnight or 1 on weekends, and I still wake up at 6.
See, I get a second win, and then I'm hooped. And the second win usually comes at midnight or whenever I eat. If I eat at like 11 o'clock, then I'm good to go.
That was my problem last night. I thought, Corey was still playing his game, doing his thing. It was like 11 o'clock. I was hungry. I was like, we're probably going to stay up tonight. Because I don't like going to bed at a different time from him. Sometimes I do, but most of the time I'll just go to bed when he goes to bed. So I just wait for him to go to bed.
Weekends are like that here.
Yeah. And so I went downstairs and I made up like a whole sandwich with, chicken and cheese and spinach and things and whatever. And it was, a full meal sandwich. Ate the whole thing.
Big hunkin' sandwich.
Went back upstairs. He'd gone to bed. So I had to go to bed. Well, I didn't have to, but I did go to bed after having just eaten a sandwich. That was annoying. And then I woke up at 6.
Now I have to get the random number generator up.
Oh, yes. You did not forget. Well done.
Thank you. Because we have to do the drawing for Hitch, which was reviewed last week. We had 3 pages worth of entries, which is 60 posts, it looks like.
Sweet.
Random number generator's taking a minute. In which case, I asked people to tell me what they wanted to knit and what they would use with it. And some people did and some people didn't. Do you have better reception?
Possibly.
I'm having a goof of a time.
We're 4-1 now.
Ooh.
So
that's
no
okay.
Shutout, but we're still winning by a lot.
You are. Random number generator. Oh, wait. There we go.
Where did your Wi-Fi go?
I got it up. We're good. So...
Sorry. I'm 12.
It's okay. I'm barely less. Okay, so I was the first voice. There were 60 posts. So we will be drawing between numbers 2 and 60.
It's true. I can vouch.
I can't get it to do its thing, but I'm trying to show you. appropriately.
I promise. That's what it says.
Generate. Okay, the number is 38.
38. That is what it says. You're probably not going to be able to see it, but
You're not.
I promise that's what it says.
So who's number 38? Probably on page 2, right?
Because I think it goes 20 posts per page. Or 25? Yeah, 25 posts per page.
38 is Cthulhu Loves Me.
Oh, cool.
I love that name. She is a fan of Not Your Gal Friday, though what I'd use to knit it, I'm not sure. So, Cthulhu Loves Me, you have won.
I will. I know that person.
Probably. Well, how can you not know someone with that awesome name?
I feel like I've at least seen them around.
Oh, wait, then. That's probably why. Buffalo, New York?
Team 1 Up or something? They might have been on Team 1 Up at one point.
Is it under T?
No, it's
number
Nerd
1.
Wars. Just look for Nerd Wars under...
8-Bit Knits?
No. I'm in that group too, but... Nerd Wars, it would be under N. Yep, she's in Nerd Wars.
Okay, that's why she knows you. Yeah. Anywho.
I don't know if I know you, but I at least remember your name.
How can you know her name?
It's a really epic name.
It is. The Elder Gods. So I will email the person who will be sending you a copy of Hitch. Please enjoy. And this week we have 2 giveaways. 2, not 1. 2.
That is more than 1.
Which is kind of awesome.
Mm-hmm.
Yes. So this week there will be 2 giveaway threads. One will be for one thing and one will be for the other thing. The first thing we will be doing a giveaway for is... I feel like I should have Jeopardy music for when this happens. From Brittany Jackson, who contacted me. And I'm not actually a great crocheter. My mother finds great pains in this, but I figured this is a very simple pattern and I could probably get away with doing it.
Oh, sure, yeah.
And I did read the patterns and I do have a basic understanding of what she's saying.
Excellent.
And it calls for red heart. Like, you can use anything. You can use your scraps of whatever you want.
Whatever.
But anything that says red heart, it's like, yes, I can use crap and it'll still look good. She has graciously donated the Halloween Cupcake Crew.
It is the cutest thing, you guys.
They look like that.
So freaking cute.
Like, how cute are they?
I really want a devil one. Oh my gosh.
I like the little witch. I like the little...
Frankenstein.
Look at the one with the bat on it.
I know. It's a vampire.
And she actually has an explanation on why you should use Super Saver yarn for this.
Oh yeah, totally.
And
Huge color selection. It's really cheap.
And creates a very sturdy fabric when crocheted at a tight gauge.
Yep.
Lasts longer, looks less lumpy.
Awesome. And it's good for kids if you want to give the toy to a small child.
Yes, because then you don't have to deal with washability. I'm guessing Nerdy Cakes is whom she is. She's nerdykcakes.bigcartel.com. And yeah, so she has graciously donated a copy to viewers, so there will be a thread in the Ravelry group. You have to be a member to win. It's the only rule I have is that you should be a member of the group, which really isn't hard.
That's a very fair rule.
That, and you can like put everybody on tabs. Like, put me on the back tab. You don't even have to look at it. You can just go there to win things. It's easy. I just make it easier for people to win. Question for that one is, which cupcake would you crochet first?
Well, I know what my answer would be.
And there's 5. Yeah, you want that devil one, don't you?
I want the devil one.
So that will be up. And I promised last week that this week we would do a review of Cascadia, which was edited by Amanda Milne?
Milne, yeah.
And Fiona McLean of Knit Social. It is another cooperative press book. It is very beautiful. And it has lots of great patterns. This is based around people from British Columbia. Well, most of the designers, I believe, or all of the designers are from British Columbia. Which, of course, is part of Canada. And we all know how I love Canada. The Pacific Northwest. Okay. We're just going to go over a few of the patterns that we really liked about this book. And then we are going to have a thread. Again, what you would knit and what you would use. There are a crap ton of patterns.
12, I think. No, 11.
1, 2, 3, 4, 5, 6, 7, 8, 9, 10, 11. 11?
11.
11 that I count. The ebooks are... The other one was $16.95, I believe, so this one's probably on par. You can also go and get a hard copy, like the book copy, as well as the digital PDF on the Cooperative Press website. Now, I love the table of contents they do. You're just going to have to deal with glare here, people.
Yep.
There's only so much I can do. The table of contents shows you, and in this one, they have Meet the Designer for most of them, which I find very interesting. Although, what did sadden me is they have Meet Caitlin French, but they don't have a design by her.
Oh. Odd.
Well, she dyes a lot of stuff naturally.
Oh, okay.
I do believe she said she's going to be opening a store, offering it at a yarn store, so that is really interesting to me.
Yeah, totally.
But really, she deserves to be featured anyway, but yeah. I would have liked to see one of her patterns. One of the things that we both...
This is the big one.
Yeah, I kind of want to knit it.
Yeah.
What really, is it knit out of? Cute. And they have like little interviews with them, and they ask them questions like your most epic knitting disaster, and stuff like that. So.
And this is a designer that I've liked for a long time, actually, Jane Richmond.
Yes, Jane Richmond. She's in Victoria.
She's super adorable too. I love the photography in this.
It is the Beacon Hill, which looks somewhat like this.
Shawl collared cardigan.
With a beautiful lace motif.
Lace design.
There we go.
It's so cute.
It's adorable and goes up to a 50-inch bust. It is knit out of worsted, which is nice.
What's the smallest size?
The smallest size is a 28.
Nice, because I know that's also an issue for some people. If it doesn't go down small enough, it's just as bad as if it doesn't go up big enough.
It's supposed to be with 2 inches of negative ease. The finished measurements are 28 and 48. The sizes are 30 and 50.
Nice.
Which I like that she's included that.
Yeah, totally.
Because some designers won't, and that kind of makes me sad.
I really like knowing what the intended ease should be.
There's some seriously amazing photography in this.
This whole book, the photography is beautiful. Really well done. There's a lot of nice close-ups. There's a lot of total shots. There's no, like, weird posing where you know that it looks uncomfortable. And
there's no Stephen West photography in this. I love his stuff. I love him. I love it all.
His photography's a little...
But I don't get to see the piece in a lot of his photography.
It's very artistic, but it's not practical.
So Tin Can Knits, which we both agreed was a great outfit for a child. Mm-hmm. Again, they sized this one child to adult. I'm not so sure about the adult because of the openwork lace we were discussing, and it's the Britannia.
I personally don't like having to wear it like a tank top under a pullover. But that's just personal preference.
Now, this one goes from 0 to 6 months to 4XL ladies.
Wow.
So there is a host of sizes you could do this out of. It calls for DK weight, which is awesome. Mm-hmm. And you know that it would just be something really quick and easy.
And it is so cute on a kid.
It really is cute on a kid. Like if you have a kid you knit for,
it's adorable.
Annette. A nettle, gentle ribbing, just saying. Willow, down in that sweater, totally. Also, she amigurumis, so she needs to get that pattern so she can make little cupcakes of evil.
Yep.
I'm not sure I would want to dress my kid like me.
The whole matching thing.
Ever.
Yeah.
I'm afraid that my husband will wear something that looks similar to what I wear. Like, we are not those, like, we have made a promise to each other never to be those people. I just don't want to be that person. Mm-hmm. It would make me sad. There's some nice socks. They're very light. There's some really cute. This one you love.
This is the one that I liked.
The Courtney by Megan Goodacre.
Goodacre, yeah.
Courtney
or Courtney, yeah. Probably Courtney.
Gorgeous model.
Mm-hmm.
Is that a boat neck?
It's a boat neck with slight puffed sleeve cuffs.
It looks like they belled the sleeve cuffs.
Just slightly belled, but it also goes in at the end, just a little bit.
And there's pockets.
I don't know if I would personally do the pockets, but it is just, it's so cute. It's such a comfortable looking sweater, and I really like the sleeves.
The sleeves are a fabulous...
And there's seed stitch detailing on the cuffs.
Detail.
Yes, and the hem.
I also like that because I find that designers go straight to the ribbing, and the ribbing as a large girl with some junk in my front.
Yeah.
I don't want ribbing on my front piece.
And seed stitch just lies really nicely.
It does. It gives you a crisp finish. It just looks pleasant.
Yep.
I like pleasantness.
So that's a nice one. What is the sizing on that?
The sizes go from women's extra small to 3X, which is 33 to 53 bust.
That's a nice range.
It's intended to be worn with 2 to 4 inches of positive ease, which makes sense because it does look like a roomy sweater. It would be a great fall sweater.
Like I said, it looks really comfortable.
And it is also worsted.
I might make that one.
You totally should. That is a dang cute picture. I'm sorry, I have to show it.
Yeah, it is so
just
cute.
Look at that cute
whole
picture.
Outfit is just adorable.
I like that she's wearing it with rubber boots because it rains like crazy in BC. Although I could dig that. Just saying. Judy Marples is in here, and she's a very classic designer. She's got very classic designs.
It's another one that I like.
This is a great little shawl.
It's the only shawl in the...
It's the Raven's Nest. Well, there's some stoles and scarves and such.
But it's the only triangular shawl.
She took this from the First Nations symbol of creation.
What weight yarn is that?
This is done out of a sock weight.
Okay.
60 inches wide, 20 inches deep. See if I can blow this up. Yeah, there we go.
So
There's some detail.
You can see how far down the wingspan it goes and see the detail of the lace. It's really pretty.
It really is, and I like the little nips. Noops.
I don't think they're... I don't know. They might actually be noops.
I want to call them teats. They look like teats. I'm sorry, but there's these little pointy bits that stick off the edge. And I'm not saying teat in a bad way, but they look like teeny little nipples lining the shawl. And it really looks good. It looks like the shawl is continuing onward.
Yeah, it's nice. It's just,
teat.
A little bit.
Oh, that's an amazing close-up.
Yeah, like I said, there's some really good close-ups in this.
And the photographer, I'm not sure who it is, but clearly they understand knitters. This is a book for knitters by knitters because they take pictures of exactly what you want.
Yep.
And you can see the nips quite clearly in that one. Not saying anything bad about it. This one you liked for your mom.
Yeah.
The Wake by Holly Yeo? I
don't know. One of those, probably.
One of them.
Yeah, it's an all-over lace.
Yeah, it's cute.
Cardigan.
It's very preppy.
Just looked like something my mom would wear.
It is not something I would wear.
Not something I would wear either.
This one goes from a 34.5 to a 51.25. Small to 2 extra large. With 0 ease. It's just very basic, very preppy, very cute. There is one man pattern.
Just one.
The Wiccanish?
Wiccananish.
Wiccananish.
Wiccaninish.
That sounds like an Indian word. And
It's
I'm
by
an
that same-
Indian, but...
It's by that same designer.
Or how did they put it on Big Bang Theory? Us Indian or come to our casino Indian? Come to my casino Indian. Which has something to do with the Vancouver Island Park. Now, again, it's not a book for men, so there's one man pattern.
Yep.
I'm not wholeheartedly sold on the man pattern.
I know a few guys who I think would like it. It's not
it makes me think of dads.
Yeah, it's a very dad sweater.
Like my uncle would wear this, but my husband would not. That's just the thing. Although he's decided he wants the Robin Hood sweater.
Oh, nice.
Yeah. Way to go. He's like, we're married now. You can knit me a sweater. It's like, oh, dang. Because and of course, I will show you this picture just because it's adorable.
She's amazing.
How do you not love Caitlin French? You have to. Her hair changes more than mine.
Yeah.
It always looks better than mine. I kind of adore her. And they have an interview with her, despite the fact that they don't have any of her patterns.
But she has lots of patterns on Ravelry.
And they're all free.
Yep.
Which I love.
Which is probably why.
We wanted? Oh, we wanted to show this hat. We like this hat.
It's kind of cute. like
It's a talking point, this hat.
Yeah, I would say I like the lace pattern on that hat. If I were to make it, I personally would block it a little harder and or use something with more drape to it, like an Angora blend, because I think it would be cute, a little slouchier.
They used the word toque. They did that just so I would say toque on air. FYI, everybody who has a problem pronouncing T-O-Q-U-E.
It's toque.
It's toque. I'm from Canada. We say it all the time. It's a toque. It's not a toque. It's a toque.
Mm-hmm.
Thank you. That was my little rant. This is Heather by Amanda Mline. And you were talking about it because of this particular...
That particular picture, I don't like.
This particular picture?
I don't like that styling, personally.
You can see where it could be blocked a little more vividly.
Yeah, I think that if this part here was more slouchy and came out more and down more, and the top came down a little more, if it was, done with a Angora blend or something, or blocked harder, I think that it would be a little more my taste.
This was done with Indigo Moon yarn, BFL light fingering. So that is a really stand-up yarn. It's not as drapey, which is why, again, an Angora or a Cashmere, even, alpaca.
Or if you're not me, alpaca.
I feel so bad for you. But, again, or if you can get away with wearing beanies. I can't. I look like either the largest... Something I can't say. Let's just say it's a term for a lesbian. Or a boy. Those are my only options. I once shaved my head for cancer research, to raise money, and I spent a year looking like a boy, and so many women hit on me.
Nice.
And I am just past that point in my life, because I do love being hit on. It's kind of like, oh, really?
Well, you're an old married woman now. So.
Yeah, now I am. So that one will be up for grabs. There are more patterns. We didn't show you everything. Just a couple. Just a taste. It's a really well photographed book, and I really do think it's worth the look and the purchase, because really, quite frankly, they throw a lot of patterns in there for the price.
Yep.
Even at 12 patterns, the fact that a lot of them are sweaters and intricate lace designs, you are just saving money at the Whiz-Waz. Mm-hmm. And of course, we love supporting Cooperative Press because they do pay it forward to the designers. The designers do retain a lot of money off of it. Not a lot of money. It's not like they make a ton. See me stop myself there? But they are definitely one of the nicest
things.
Your
explicit tag yet this episode.
One of the nicest presses to deal with for knitters and crocheters and spinners and whatnot.
Yes.
Fiber enthusiasts?
Absolutely.
So, that thread will be open as of tomorrow at some point, because this will probably not go up until tomorrow. I'm not even going to lie to you. I have to go spin. I'll save and convert, but it'll be 3 in the morning before this gets up.
Well, you usually do it on Sundays anyway.
Yeah, Saturday
It's just
night.
my fault that we're doing it on Saturday.
I don't mind. The other big news for everybody is that I got the official, you're in, I will be vending at the Super Summer Knit Together.
Woo!
2014. So if you get in off the wait list or off the
flag.
Not the wait list yet, if you get in off the lottery, you can come and buy some of my stuff. I'm so excited to be going back to Nashville again. I had so much fun with the original one. It was obscene almost. Portions of it were obscene. All the portions that involved me. Not even gonna lie to you. There was some sangria and some good. It had the word muddled in it. If you put
well,
muddled berries and muddled fruit in the sangria, I was like, oh, it's muddled. It's much more high class.
Reminds me of the end of Fox and Socks. Muddled, duddled, fuddled Fox and Socks, or
and Cards Against Humanity. There are some people you should never play with because you'll break yourself. And
those are my favorite people to play with.
Desert Vista Dye Works Susan, who is amazing and also got the nod, so I can't wait to see her again. She was doing voices. She was reading them in voices.
Oh, I wish I could go.
I wish too.
Alas.
I'll get you a bunch of stuff though.
Sweet. I like stuff.
I have to pre-book you to watch my place because hubby will be in Diego Garcia.
Mm.
But then again, I can bring you back all kinds of things.
Yes.
Bats and yarn. And Ponky is also in. Another crafty girl will be there.
When is it?
July 16th or 17th that weekend.
That should be fine. As long as it's not the weekend of Convergence.
No, because Convergence is on
July 4th weekend. It's
no.
Weekend.
It's the 16th or 17th is the beginning day of that weekend.
Okay.
to the 21st, I think? Or, I don't know. I've got it written down somewhere. I sent the contract back, and all is well, and I will be there, and I'm so excited. It'll be my second vending experience, which of course also means I cannot do the zombie apocalypse because it's way too close in time. That and we don't know when the hubby is going to have to leave for Diego Garcia, and I may be a wreck.
Yeah.
Not even gonna lie to you, if he has to leave at the end of May, I'm not making any plans for June. Because I'm not going to have pants on. I'll probably be listening to Tori Amos and drinking in the tub.
I was going to say, I'll come over and bring you alcohol.
Yes, there we go.
And we can commiserate. Not that I have anything to commiserate, but I can pat you while you drink.
Knit and game. And
yes. Distract you.
Decry the world. So that was our show this week.
Woo!
I will drive for those two things next week. Go and put your info there. We're like 2 people away from 800. I'm so excited.
Wow.
I know.
That's a lot.
At 1,000, there's going to be some serious prizing.
You better get on that, guys.
Just saying, you should join the group. And I am Blue Ruin on Ravelry. We shoot stars on Plurk. Sadie Ruin on Twitter and Instagram. Yarnivorous is the board. Knitter's Nightmare is the board for the yarn. I think that's everything. You are
Beeka on Ravelry, Beeca, and Pinfish on Plurk, Pinfish.
And that is everything we have. We'll see you next time. I'll see you next time. She won't.
Probably not, no.
But she'll be back.
Oh, yeah. Eventually.
Bye.